If your child seems confused, clingy, or suddenly distant, you might be sending mixed signals, and it's important to understand you might not even recognize that you're doing it. Over time, this can seriously affect how the brain develops. My name's Ron. I have 2 kids, an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old. Today, I'm going to be sharing 5 common parenting habits that quietly confuse children, and very importantly, practical steps you can implement right now instead of what you've been doing. Now, habit number 1 is being unpredictable. This is a big one. My wife is very predictable with her emotional reaction. She's very stoic. She's very solid and stable. I am probably a little less so, but I'm learning from her, and she's our family rock. Why is this important? Well, the number one thing kids need is to feel safe with you. You're providing their food, their shelter, their clothing, their medical attention when they need it, their education. They're experiencing the world with you, and in many cases, through you. When your reactions change all the time, especially to the same scenario, your child doesn't know what to expect, and that creates confusion. Unpredictable responses. One day you're calm, the next day you explode. Same behavior, different response. Same scenario, different reaction from you. The child learns, I don't know what to expect next. I don't know what's going to happen. Habit number 2 is this sense of fear or this sense of overwhelm. Being scary, being too overwhelmed with what's going on around you. If you yell, you threaten, or you lose control, or even if you just look constantly under stress, your child is going to feel unsafe. And again, we need them to feel safe. Habit number 3 is being there, but not really there for them. You're physically present, but mentally, you're checked out. You're somewhere else. Phones, stress again. The child feels ignored. That leads to confusion. Habit number 4 is your child takes care of you. When your child feels responsible for your emotions, well, they stop being a child. This is an important one. Even with the 3-year-old, we make sure in our house that the 8-year-old is not parenting, that the 8-year-old is an older brother. The 8-year-old is not reprimanding or taking care of the little one. We are. We're setting that example. Habit number 5 is a tough one. It's inconsistent boundaries. This happens a lot, okay? Sometimes you're strict. Sometimes you're totally relaxed. The child does not know the rules. Okay, that's a problem. Now, you don't need to be perfect. That's not what we're looking for here. I understand. We all make mistakes. It's a learning process. Every child's different, and every circumstance is going to be different. But you want to do your best to be predictable. Think about how you're managing your life. Think about what your child is seeing, what they're witnessing, what they're feeling. Number 2 is going to be to stay calm. And if you don't stay calm, it's okay. You just got to repair that afterwards. Kneel down, pick them up, say, hey, everything's fine. I'm sorry I overreacted or I got upset. The next one is to be present. Just make sure you're there. Make sure you're engaged with the child. Let the child be a child. That's an important one. And make sure you keep the rules clear. Do the best you can to maintain that consistency. Again, your child doesn't need a perfect parent. They need a safe one. They need to be able to confide in you, to feel comfortable, to see that you're managing the world around you very well. That's going to give them an opportunity to learn how to manage the world around them very well. Small changes in how you respond can completely change how your child feels. I learned a lot of these lessons from my wife. I think it was very important for me to have somebody in my life that was very stable and probably stoic is a really good word. When things happen in her life, she's very capable of absorbing a lot of that emotion without reacting immediately. She will calmly address issues, and I think it's definitely helped set up both of our kids for success in the future. And of course, I'm working on that the same way. I'm not perfect, but I'm doing my best to make sure my children see how I manage work, the people around me, traffic, getting cut off on the highway, dealing with people when they make a mistake in a restaurant. How I handle that is very important, so my child sees that I'm very friendly to the waiter. Hey, there's a mistake in the order. Let's go ahead, and if we can get that fixed, that would be great. Communicating effectively. I tend not to lose control, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's not my personality. But in areas where I know my child, especially if I think it's a lesson I can share with them, I want them to see that I'm going through life, I'm handling things the best I can, and I'm providing them with a safe space. I hope you'll do the same. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share this information with other parents, teachers, caregivers, anybody that's dealing with kids, because we want to help our children become strong, resilient adults. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.